Hey y'all, long time no motherfucking see. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is good? I'm finally live. Um, Sorry that I have not been live in so long. Life's been crazy, but life's getting back on track as much as it can right now. So I've got a Scorpio Sex Live for you guys tonight. I'm super excited to give y'all this information. Are y'all ready? I'm excited. So I just want to let y'all know before I get started that this is a general reading. So it may or may not fully resonate, just depending on how Scorpio is placed in your chart, and that's okay. You have to get a natal chart reading in order to get something that fully resonates with you. Also, like, this is like part of a series. So like I have a Pisces video and an Aries Sex video already on YouTube, and like eventually I'm gonna do all the zodiac signs. So like you can kind of like start to piece together some of my different videos to like get a clearer picture of like what you like in the sheets, you feel me? But like I said, this is just a general reading. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, this is just for fun type shit. And it can go for any Scorpio placement: sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, or your rising. It's all fair game. So um I'm just gonna dig right into it. Scorpio definitely needs an emotional connection, period. They gotta like the idea of you. Not necessarily you, but like when they done fucking, like they at least gotta wanna tolerate you enough to look at you in the face afterwards type shit, you feel me? Like when they roll over, they gotta not be disgusted at your face for real. Like I know some people can just be like, all right, like back shots, like no face, like we good, like. But Scorpios, like, they really enjoy like that emotional connection that they can get with people through sex. Not necessarily saying that like they're gonna get attached off of sex, but like they just really appreciate it, like, when you can just get to know somebody just on a deeper level for real. And because of this, they do prefer like one consistent partner. They're a fixed water sign, so loyalty is very sexy to them. They like to be able to like grow and connect with that one person. And they know that sex gets better over time if y'all have really good chemistry. So, Scorpios really appreciate people who are like going to be dedicated to like learning their wants and needs for real. They appreciate people who are not gonna rush, just take your time with them and stuff like that. I would say that that's for sure like a Scorpio catchphrase. Let's take our time. Like let's chill for real. Like we don't have to be like rushed. We don't have to be like on that like let's just vibe type shit. I don't know, like Scorpios kind of like get a rep that like they're like a lot, but like I feel like Scorpios, like, yeah, they're intense, but like they really be on some chill shit for real. Like they don't really be doing too much in general. But I'm gonna get more into that later. Scorpios are for sure givers, for sure. If a Scorpio did not give to you, they didn't like you, and that's period. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to tell you. And they're, like I said, they're especially givers if they really love you. It's like that love, that loyalty, that trust really like increases a Scorpio sexual attraction for you. So like if you really are wondering like, okay, like I've heard Scorpio sex game fire, but like my Scorpio not providing, like this, like I said, the Scorpio just don't like you. I'm sorry, nothing else to say. So to continue with that point, like Scorpios could potentially have casual sex, but I wouldn't say that they prefer it at all. Like I said, they rather um really get that connection with somebody. Honestly, like Scorpios are the type to be like, I'ma stay celibate and like wait for somebody that's really gonna like rock my world for real. Cause otherwise I'm just wasting my time. Um so yeah, kind of similar to Capricorns, if you, like I said earlier, like they tend to be like closed off. Oh, I don't know if y'all saw my Capricorn Sex Live video. I'm referencing it and realizing that y'all might not have seen it. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. But like basically I was saying like with Capricorns the same way as Scorpios, like it's really that trust factor. Like you gotta put some time in and like really get to know them. Or else, it's not gonna be good for real. Scorpios really enjoy like the thrill of kind of like a hunt, sort of. They kind of like think of sex as like a game. Like they like to wait a little bit to fuck. You feel me? Like like I said, they like getting close to those people, uncovering more and more layers type shit. So like if you know like, okay, like I'm really gonna be fucking with this Scorpio for real, like don't give them all of you at one time. You feel me? Give them a little bit at a time. Like, they like that shit. You feel me? Scorpios, they play games a little bit. You feel me? That's like just something that like Scorpios enjoy doing, like just playing like little mind games here and there. Nothing too serious. Um, like I said, just like getting people to open up with them. They find that fun. Like I said, that's like a game to them. Um, and Scorpios, they really don't kiss and tell. So it's really like, you really like, if you're opening up to a Scorpio, you really damn near don't have nothing to lose, because like they're very, very private people. Like, they hate people in their business. They hate it when people are um all up in their beeswax trying to figure out what's going on, who fucking who. They like, no, like, cut that shit out, period. Um and y'all, if y'all have questions or like y'all want to say anything, like, feel free to use the chat option. That's totally available to y'all as well. And like I said, I'm posting this on YouTube, so like if you missed anything or like you want to go back, like, that's gonna be available later. But yeah, to continue, Scorpios will for sure be more willing to explore with you once like they feel safe with you to do so. Safety and security is very important to Scorpios. It's a super trust thing. You always gotta remind them. Always, always, always. They really appreciate that. So getting into some nitty gritty, Scorpios for sure love that skin to skin action, that heavy breathing. I literally feel like I can't keep my hands off you type sex. They love sexual tension. They love like building up to the thrill. Like, they love all of that. I'm gonna go through some turn-ons and turn-offs now, since we talking a little bit about like actual sex. Scorpio rules over the genitals, literally. So get straight to it. You feel me? They probably really enjoy hand jobs and fingering. So if that's not your thing, then like, you feel me? That's for sure Scorpio's thing. So like, you feel me? Might need some compromise in there. Um, like I said, Scorpios don't kiss and tell. That's trashy. That's real trashy. Um, like I was saying earlier, like, don't get up right after y'all fuck. Like, they really appreciate that connection. At least to get them a kiss or something. Like, look back and get them a wink. Like, it's human. Like, acknowledge them in some way. Like, they really don't like it when like somebody just has sex with them and then just like is cold completely afterwards. They're like, but we was just intimate. Like, it's not even on no like, oh, I'm trying to like I said, get attached type shit. It's just like on some I'm human type shit. Like, give me the connection type shit. I'm sorry I'm saying type shit a lot, y'all. I'm from Detroit, so she be popping out sometimes. Anyway, they like somebody who pays attention to the little hints that they drop. They want to see if you're really listening to them for real. Or Scorpio will always tell you what they want, even if it's indirectly. So if you're really into one for real, like, pay attention, like, watch the little shit that they post. Like, they really appreciate it. Like, when somebody is like, oh, like, yeah, like, I saw you tweeted that thing, and like, I'm about to try this out with you because like that seemed fun, just like type shit. So, like I said, just pay attention to them. So I'm about to go a little bit into some compatibility now. Um, as I've said in my other live videos before, this compatibility is totally arbitrary for real. Like, this is just for fun. Like, it may or may not resonate. If it does, like, that's cool, great. You know what I'm saying? Ha ha, laughs. Like, if it doesn't, like, take it with a grain of salt for real. Cause like, you really have to look at an entire chart to really see somebody's sex game for real, or like how they would be compatible with somebody else with these placements. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go through the list of the zodiac and say like what I think the matchups would be like, basically. So a Scorpio and an Aries. Now they're both ruled by Mars, right? So initially it would seem like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying, they both like real passionate, real intense, but like Aries is real like flighty, and like Aries loves like quick intense connections. Like Scorpio loves like stable intense connections. So like, that's the disconnect right there. Like, Aries is like, all right, like, we fucked, like, we just connected, we just merged souls, but like, I had a great time, it's time to go. And Scorpio is like, well, wait a minute, what you mean it's time to go? Like, I thought we was finna like get closer together, like, through sex. So, that there's that disconnect right there. It's like, like, Scorpio is always just like wanting a little bit more from Aries. So If Aries really likes the Scorpio, Aries is very loyal and like loves to stay down with people and stuff like that. So I would say that they do have like good long term compatibility. Like their sex will get better in time if Aries really likes that Scorpio. So to continue, Scorpio and Taurus. So Taurus is more like physically sensual, and Scorpio is more emotionally sensual. So they actually complement each other very well in that way, and like they kind of fill in each other's gaps. But Taurus can be a bit detached for Scorpio's tastes, but that's only because like Taurus kind of likes to reciprocate the energy that's received. So like, how could they give extreme passion to Scorpio when Scorpio is like, okay, well, I'm not ready to give that yet. Taurus is like, okay, well, like I'm waiting on you, and Scorpio like, okay, well, I'm waiting on you, and so they wait on each other, and okay, you can see how that can be a problem because it's like, okay, like who's gonna make the first move? But like I said, like there is compatibility there, but it could just be a little slight disconnect. So Scorpio and Gemini, they definitely have that instant gravitational chemistry connection, whatever the hell you call it. When you look somebody in the eye, you be like, damn, like I'm trying to fuck. Like that's like Scorpio and Gemini for real. Gemini loves getting to know people, and like that's really what Scorpio craves, like somebody that's like gonna like really pay attention to them and like figure them out type shit. um and Gemini, you feel me, they all into that mind game shit too. Like they're air sign and like ruled by Mercury, so like they love like somebody that can like tease their brain a little bit, and like Scorpio is all into that shit. But like Gemini is hard to pin down, you feel me? So like Scorpio is eventually gonna want that loyalty. Gemini like, I can't really say that I want to give it to you. So it can really be hard for them to get past that certain like initial attraction phase in the relationship. Moving on. Um, we have Scorpio and Cancer. So initially I'm like Cancer might require too much from Scorpio in the beginning because Scorpios, like they take a while, like I said, to open up to you. So like a Cancer might be like, okay, like I already know. I'm I'm down for you. Like what's good? And Scorpio is like, like I'm not really sure, like if I'm ready to make that commitment yet. And so sometimes Cancer can take that as like a Scorpio being disloyal, but the Scorpio is like, no, like I'm like the most loyal bitch. Like you just really got to give me some time for real. Like, but like the Cancer can get impatient, but the chemistry is there as far as sex. If they can just get past the little emotional nuances that they're inevitably gonna have, like they're both water signs, like y'all are gonna be in y'all feelings, but if y'all can get past the feelings, you feel me, and get to fucking, the chemistry is there. So do what you will with that. Scorpio and Leo is actually an amazing combo. I really enjoy Scorpio and Leo, not only just like as a sexual combo, but as a relationship combo too. Because like they're both like really super intense, and like they both go like hard as fuck for their loved ones, and like they really like know how to match each other's energy for real. And Leo is really gonna give Scorpio all the love and like affection that they really need. But this is only gonna be the case if the Scorpio allows the Leo to express themselves freely, and without judgment for real. Like the Leo really has to feel like, okay, like you not talking about me behind my back, like you 100% like accept me, like you love me for who I am, like in all of my like quirks and like all of my emotional outbursts, like you love all of me and my extraness. Like the Leo needs to know that without a doubt from the Scorpio. And like I said, the Scorpio will be very quiet about their intentions at first, just trying to get to know you type shit. And so like a Leo is like, well, I'm down, I'm ready, what's up? And then like the Scorpio it's kind of a similar situation with the Cancer, where the Scorpio is like, I'm not really sure if I'm ready to like open up with you and like give you my full self yet. But they can definitely handle each other. Their intensities are like evenly matched. Like if you want to have some good sex, you should have sex with a Leo if you're a Scorpio, because that would be an extremely fun time. What can I say? Scorpio and Virgo. Um they might be too shy to get anything out of each other, but this is definitely a pair that like I said earlier, like they have long-term chemistry. Like, okay, initially it might be like kind of weird, kind of awkward, like y'all might have to like break that barrier, but like once y'all do, like bitch, like yes, absolutely. Um Virgo has a lot of sensuality that they can unlock the more that they trust you, in a similar way to the way Scorpio does. So y'all will have like a very great time like exploring each other and like finding new heights together. um you know how people be like slut me out, like Scorpio and Virgo together is like big slut each other out energy, like for sure. I love that. Okay, we getting through this, y'all. I love that. Let me see if I have any comments. No comments. Oh, thank y'all for supporting and joining and retweeting. I love y'all. It means a lot to me. But I'm gonna continue. So Scorpio and Libra. Libras are kind of like too flighty for Scorpio's taste, and I mean that in the best way possible. Because so to get a little bit into like astrology, terminology, and stuff like that, Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Libra is ruled by Venus, and so basically like they don't feel good in each other's ruling planets. So like Libra doesn't feel good when it's in Mars, and Scorpio doesn't feel good when it's in Venus. So like they have a lot of disconnect there. If you put Scorpio energy around Venus energy, it's like, okay, like I like want to be like 100% down and loyal to like one person forever. And like love is not necessarily like that. Like Libras inherently understand, like, okay, like relationships morph and grow over time. Like just because I really love this person now doesn't mean I'm gonna really love this person forever. And like Scorpio doesn't understand that at all. Scorpio is like, what do you mean? Like once I find the one, we married. What are you talking about? So like I said, like there could be like a real disconnect there, because like once a Libra is done, they're like, okay, like bye, like I'm gonna leave, and the Scorpio's like, but bitch, I love you, like we built something together. What the fuck's going on? So that can turn into a mess real quick. You feel me? So I mean, I would recommend, obviously, like I said, like take these with a grain of salt, but like you know, protect your feelings around a Libra. That's all I gotta say. Okay, then you got Scorpio and Scorpio. Um, Obviously, y'all would drown in each other's emotional intensity. I mean, naturally, you give each other what you need, but like you could enable some toxic traits within each other, like continuing thinking things are gonna get better the more that you know the person, but things aren't changing; they're actually getting worse. We're talking about sex, by the way. If the sex is, getting worse and the chemistry is not feeling the same, you have to cut it off. And like I said, like the Scorpios, they can really like enable that toxicity within each other. Like when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about like how Libras inherently understand that and Scorpios don't. Like Scorpios think like, okay, like I got to stick with this one person forever, and it's like, no, not for real. Like you can move on. Like that's fine. Um, and real chemistry, real sexual chemistry is when the sex get better over time. So like if it's getting worse, yikes. Anyway, Scorpio and Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius really wants to like touch and explore everything that it possibly can. Like Sagittarius are always trying to like grow and reach new horizons and like find new experiences. Like they love that. And this is especially true in love. Um and they definitely prize making genuine interactions with people more than like a label per se. But a Scorpio is definitely like a label type person. Like Scorpio is like, okay, like you have to like say like you're mine. But like a Sagittarius is like, oh, like I care more about the fact that we have a bond than necessarily like a title. So like you can see how that would eventually become a disconnect. It's really up in the air. You feel me? But the I would say that the sexual chemistry is okay. I would say that it's pretty there. Um, but not a whole bunch. Like I said, just because, the Sagittarius is like, okay, like I'm ready to go. And the Scorpio is like, but I'm trying to build. So the Scorpio and Capricorn. Now, they definitely have a matched intensity, but the fact that Capricorn won't open up much is a problem. Capricorns, I would say, open up way slower than Scorpios, even. Like, a Scorpio might open up to you like if they really start feeling that connection, but like a Capricorn will not open up with you like on some years type shit, on some like y'all been knowing each other y'all whole lives, you still finding shit out about them, like whoa, that's crazy. So like a Scorpio would hate that though, like especially like in a sexual relationship, like oh my god, why am I still finding stuff out about you? Like what is it that I really don't know about you? Like that would like really fuck with their trust and stuff like that, and so it will be hard for them to build a solid sexual connection because of that. But if there is a possibility, that people can experience like deep bonding events together, will they be able to like understand that trust between each other, without having to necessarily like build it over time. And so at that point, like they would be very well matched, like sexually, like that would be amazing. Um, Capricorn is exalted in Mars, the sign that rules Scorpio. So like they definitely had that same sex drive, like they had that same like okay, like um the care for passion, the care for intensity, the care for connection and stuff like that. So get y'all a Capricorn, period. Scorpio and Aquarius, that's an interesting combination. I would say that they're both very elusive, but they intrigue each other. This is another combination where like they kind of like both like to play mind games with each other. They give each other a little tease here and there, you feel me, every now and again. Um, So Aquarius is very experimental in bed, and the more trust that they build, the more the Scorpio will get slutted out, basically, because Aquarius is the slut in this situation, and they gonna slut out the Scorpio type shit. But like I said, that only comes with like trust. You feel me? Aquarius are pretty patient, so I mean they will wait around for the Scorpio. They may not be as loyal as the Scorpio would prefer, but Aquarius are pretty private too, so it's not really like the Scorpio would know. I mean, the sex would be great though. You feel me? So like, why not? Type shit. Scorpio and Pisces. The Pisces that can't be held down. The Pisces that always leaves something to be attained at the end of every conversation. The never ending depths of the sea. That's what I think of when I think of Pisces. And like, so Scorpio loves that chase. Pisces always leaves something to be desired. Um, but Pisces also can't be tied down. So Scorpio is like, wow, like this Pisces is really rocking my fucking world. And like, I'm willing to like settle down with them. And this Pisces is like, well, like I'm kind of not in love with you. I'm kind of in love with this person who is not necessarily either great for me or is some kind of unrequited love scenario or some shit. Like Scorpio, I mean Pisces always be like falling in love with people that they shouldn't be falling in love with. And so the Scorpio will be like, okay, but like I'm ready to give you the world type shit, and like we have something, and like I love you. And the Pisces is like, okay, like I want to love you back, but like I'm not trying to like catch you up in my shit. So I mean, like, we can keep fucking, but like, that love shit dead. So, but like I said, it's another one of those things where it's like, okay, like the long-term compatibility is great if y'all can get there. If the Pisces falls in love with the Scorpio eventually over time, maybe. Who knows? Um, Let me see what else I have here. Scorpios are sweeties. Period. I love Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio rising, Scorpio Mars, and we're the shit, period. And I just had to say that. Um, Scorpios will give you what you need, period. Just don't expect to take advantage of them just because the sex is good, okay? Period. That's all I got to say on Scorpios. Like I said, I'm gonna upload this video on YouTube. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me. If y'all have any questions, my DMs are open. You can reply to this tweet. We can get it popping. All right. Peace the fuck out. See y'all.